What's up and welcome back. So today we are in for pull, so that's what we're going to be doing today. Fucking pull session, big one as well, because we are finished with the whole deload and being sick and all the fucking rest of it, so we're back properly now. I'm going to be leaving like a rep in reserve for like the first set and then going to mechanical failure on the last. There's no partials or anything like that, but currently just setting up training plans for new recruits, getting people set up for success. And I just thought before I go and do my pull session that I'd just jump on. I'd just jump on. Like, people just jump on these things, don't they? I just jump on and explain. I'm currently setting up a training plan for someone who trains in the house and only has access to dumbbells right now. So the full training plan is dumbbell oriented, and they're not massively heavy dumbbells either. Go up to 20 kilos at the top end. So what do you do if you're in this situation? The way I set this up is essentially what we want to do is pre-fatigue the muscles as much as possible with isolation movements. So for example, on push days, we are going to be setting it up so we're doing 3 chest flies to failure before we go into any pressing, and that way the chest is going to be much more fatigued. It's not going to have to go as heavy on the pressing. And then on the pressing, we're going to be doing inclines again to try and get that difficulty up, high reps as well. Stuff like shoulders. So again, we're going to be going shoulders after incline pressing, after lateral raises, then we'll be going into something like a front raise or a dumbbell press. So that's the sort of way you'd want to think about this if you're setting up for yourself. If you have only got access to like dumbbells or like weights or something like that, you want to think, how the fuck can I make this really hard for myself with the weight I've got? Right, what are the stuff that I'm going to actually reach failure with pretty quickly with up to 20k dumbbells? Lateral raises, chest flies, front raises, rear delts, those sort of things, right? And that will have a knock-on effect to your then bigger, more compound movements, because you're already going to be fatiguing that muscle, and then you'll not have to push as hard because you literally can't push as hard. So I'm going to finish setting this training plan up, but we're going to hit the gym. I'm going to have I've still got chicken and rice to go, still got cream rice to go. I'm in 2 minds whether to have the cream rice before or after training. I might split it 50-50, I don't know, we'll see. That's about as exciting as my day gets. I'm going to hit a pull, and then at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a new recovery tool that I've just got, which I've used once. It's pretty fucking sick, and it's in a bag over there. So after training, I'm going to show you that.
Just you wait to listen for the storm. Hear the difference in the wind. When dark clouds form and start to turn, I'll run again. Far away when the hurricane comes in. Well, I'm the only island in the way, but I was born to fight the wind and rain. Sometimes a man will keep himself in shame, mask a painful past he overcame. Oh yes, oh,
As always, I like to start with a lat variation of some sort. That pull down, pull ups, that pull over, something like that. I just feel like really good movements to get your full back muscle, because you're moving pretty safe to warm up on and basically get blood in the muscle throughout. Then moving on to some other stuff. I'm keeping stuff relatively chest supported in this run, with my main goal being hypertrophy. I do want to try and just basically rinse that back as much as I can, and the best way to do that is having a support movement, a stable movement. So remember that in your setups as well. Yes, there's a time and place for barbell bent over rows. Yes, there's a time and place for deadlifts. Yes, there's a time and place for the likes of pendlay rows. However, with my main goal being to grow fucking muscle, it doesn't really matter about them as much. Really doesn't. Like in this period of me being ill, I've had a little epiphany about deadlifts, in which is I just don't really fucking care that much about getting super strong in them. I fucking don't. And if it's something that's potentially holding us back in terms of progressing what I want, which is muscle growth, is every week coming in here and having a fucking life and death for the deadlift, to just get my ego hit again, what's the fucking point? I'd rather be doing something on a chest support movement, stable, a row, something like that, to actually build a bigger back. So that's what we're going to be doing. But after this, I'm going to be seeing if I can get on the prime extreme row. If not, I'll be jumping on the hammer strength on that pull down. I'm not too fussed about getting stuff in the right order today. Just want to get them done, regardless if they're the right order or not. I'm just going to be pushing hard, so it doesn't really matter. Not super hard, not to fucking complete failure, as I said earlier, but we're still getting back into the mix this week of things, stepping the intensity up. So yeah, 2 sets lat pull down, 2 sets here. I'm going to keep everything in 2 sets as well. Top set, bottom set, and then move on.
Far away when the hurricane comes in. Well, I'm the only island in the way, but I was born to fight the wind and rain. Sometimes a man will keep himself in shame, mask a painful past he overcame. Oh yes, oh, well, you've been steady, building steam like a thunder.
We're not going hard today, he said. We're not pushing to failure today, he said. Sorry about that. But these so cable pull downs, single arm and hand cable pull downs. I'm using a different machine today because the one I usually jump on is taken, or was taken. As soon as I set up and then I set on here, it's not taken anymore. But you know, it's just how she goes. What you want to think about is not pulling but dragging, and I know that sounds really confusing and stupid, but I'll explain what I mean. So pulling will be taking that hand in like a direct line down. Dragging, you want to feel like you're pushing the lat down. So you're sort of moving an arc with your elbow is how I describe dragging. So like think about that when you're doing lat movements. A lot of the time you want to feel about dragging it, not pulling it, and it's going to help light up them lats a lot more. Because if you just pull in, you essentially start to activate a lot of upper back musculature as well, and mid back musculature just contracting through that back, and you don't want to do that. So you want to try and drag it. So you want to try and stop this motion and concentrate on this motion. So think about that while you're doing it. First cardio session back after being sort of out for a little bit. I'm really looking forward to it, but 20 minutes cross trainer, watching an educational video of some sort, because as I tell other people to invest in themselves in terms of coaching, becoming better in physique development, and just becoming an overall better person, because that's what a physique does for you, believe it or not. But what was I going to say? Yeah, educational video, because I've invested in myself. I've now got a mentor, so I'm going to be watching some educational videos on that. But next up, lat pullover.
Dark clouds form and start to turn, I'll run again. Far away when the hurricane comes in. Well, I'm the only island in the way, but I was born to fight the wind and rain. Sometimes a man will keep himself in shame, mask a painful past he overcame. Oh yes.
Right peeps, we are on to biceps, and unfortunately my baby Bayesian curls are not available as both cable machines are being used right now. The gym's like half empty, it's the middle of the day, but everything I want's being used. People just must know the exercise I do with the fucking goats, so. But instead what we're going to do is jump on this hoist cable machine, And instead of being seated, we're going to stand and do them. So they're kind of imitating the Bayesian curl, kind of, not just quite, because it's not really putting the tension in the direction I want in comparison to where I set a cable up. But, you know, it'll do, donkey. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Like a cake with layers. No, I'm like an onion. What the fuck am I talking about?
Lay down like a lightning in the dark. Deliver me the fate I must deserve. Oh, don't you? I just wait and listen for the storm. You can hear the difference in the wind. When the dark clouds form and start to turn, I'll run again. Far away when the hurricane comes in. When the dark clouds form and start to turn, I'll run again. Far away when the hurricane, oh, that old hurricane comes.
We're finishing off biceps with single arm preacher curl. So why single arm? Why not double, dual, whatever you want to call it, or just normal preacher curls? So probably just normal preacher curls. So I'm doing single arm. So basically my left bicep is slightly weaker and slightly smaller than my right bicep. So I want to even this out. So muscle imbalances are very, very fucking common, like from one side to the other. There's a lot of people who have maybe one delt bigger than the other, one arm, one leg, like one nut in their sack is bigger than the other. So the one way you can help to balance that out is by doing isolateral movements, so one side then the other. If you are trying to bring up a side that is weaker, I would advise to do that side first and then just match the reps with the other side. And that way you're causing stimulation to this side, my left side, tattooed one, and then obviously still cause stimulation to this one, but it's not just running away with the game, if you know what I mean. So that's where I would do it. And plus what you're doing is prioritizing your weaker arm by going first, so then it's got the most oxygen, it's got the most energy, it's got the most everything to perform the best and get the most stimulus, allowing it to catch up a bit. So that is why I'm doing isolateral, and that's what I will be doing from now on this preacher curl. I'm gonna go some rear delts and cardio, and then I will show you my piece of recovery equipment I just got. And it costs a fucking bomb. I'll tell you how much at the end. Well, a bomb for me, you know. I ain't a rich cunt, because I haven't got enough subscribers yet. So you need to subscribe if you're watching this far. You need to subscribe, so then I can start getting money off YouTube. I ain't gonna lie, right? Fucking subscribe, then I can get more money and I can make better videos, and you'll enjoy them more. It's like, that's how pilots work on TV shows. If they don't make money, they stop. I ain't gonna stop because I love doing it, but, you know, help a brother out.
Lay down like a lightning in the dark. Deliver me the fate I must deserve. Oh, don't you? I just wait and listen for the storm. You can hear the difference in the wind. When the dark clouds form and start to turn, I'll run again. Far away when the hurricane comes.
Alright, full disclosure, this is actually the next day. So I want to show you the recovery stuff I got, but I thought, you know what, I may as well use them at the time when I'm supposed to use them for the recovery, which is, well, anytime I want really, but specifically post workout for legs. So this is what I got. Ooh. Pulsio recovery boots. So I'm gonna slip these on and show you them in action, because my legs are fucked. this is a control panel. So I'm gonna go combination for 30 minutes. I'm gonna toss the pressure to 180. It goes to 200, but I had it at 160, and that was pretty tight. So this is a setup. Basically, you've got this wire that goes, well, the wire is like a tube that puts air through here and here, and as you can see, expands the boots. So these are the boots, Pulsio compression boots, and you sit down in them. So I'm just sat here. What I'm going to be doing is just a bit of work while these are working away on me. They're on my feet right now, so it does show you where it's operating. So you can see the foot is, well, was flashing, and now it's filling up the calf, and then it'll move up to the lower upper leg, and then upper leg. Do I rate them? I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know. They're supposed to be good. They are supposed to be good. The mechanism is good, but whether or not I feel anything, it's really the first time I've used them. I had like a novelty use when they came, as you do. Like a new thing come, jumped on, tossed them on, but like it was like 6 days post leg day or something. So this is the first time actually using them after a leg day. So we'll see if they do have any good effects. Oh, Pepsi Max Cherry. Also supposed to help take your soreness into a more of a recovery state as well, trying to calm it down with the compression therapy, get blood flow, stuff like that. So I'm gonna crack on with some work while this is happening. I'll also leave I'll put a link in the caption so you can have a look for yourselves. I'm not affiliated, I'm not trying to sell you shit, I'm just trying to give you like some general information, let's say, and what I'm doing. And then after these are finished, I'll let you know how they feel. Okay, we're back. I ain't gonna lie, that felt really nice. That genuinely didn't feel like 30 minutes was up. I was just enjoying it. I was going through the cycles. I was like, oh my god, this feels lovely. But has it worked? Like, I don't know, I've still got the boots on. One thing I don't expect is to take these off and be like, oh my god, they're fresh as fuck. Like, I can still feel my legs are slightly sore, like, but it's tomorrow, the next day, stuff like that I do expect have not an effect of. So the next video that I do, I will review them in terms of the effect I've felt, and if it's helped with offsetting DOMs, it feels fresher, my legs feel lighter, anything like that. But that did feel really nice. I'm going to take these off and go and prep some food. But if you have enjoyed this, hit subscribe, comment what you want to see. I feel like I need to do some sort of full day of eating challenge or like something like that. So if you want to see something like that, comment. But I'm going to crack on with some work, get some prep done, and that's Coach Kelly out.